Hello and welcome to the final episode of Fallout London. A full-on war has broken out in the streets, and we are trying to crush the insurgents and take back London. Hopefully once we end this war, we can finally meet with Smythe and figure out what's going on. We've taken control of the government, and the last remaining resistance groups are now attacking, trying to put us out of Westminster. You can see things are pretty chaotic right now, but we need to fight our way towards the broadcast tower and take it back from the insurgents. This has been a pretty cool mod for Fallout 4. If you can find access to give it a try, it's worth it. Again, it is free as long as you own a copy of the game. But it does have to be on PC, and the easiest way to do it is using goodoldgames.com. Or if you know how to do it, you can just download the mods and use, I think it's the Game of the Year version of the game. You have to have all the DLC to be able to use this mod. There's only a couple people left. It's these fifth column section leaders that stand between us and victory. There we go. So I think that clears up the fifth column. We just gotta take down their flag now. Alright, where is their flag? Oh. I guess we gotta ride this platform up to change it. Alright, the Union Jack is back up and London is saved. So now we gotta go meet with Smythe and figure out who he is and what's really going on here. Alright, looks like we're at Westminster Palace.
Classy. Very classy.
Still a lot of dead bodies here. I guess that's to show how the war was right up to the front gates of the palace. Alright, I guess some people actually made it inside. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of angel guards watching the place. Pretty cool. You actually feel like you're inside of a palace. No longer out in the wasteland.
I repeat, for the avoidance of doubt, and those
You're just in time.
to my rulings, please go to the dispatch box.
What is happening?
Error.
Wait, these guys all say Smythe?
You're here. Take your place at the dispatch box.
And they all look the same as the character model we're using. I'm guessing however you design your character, they would all just match. So all of them look identical to us, and they're all named Smythe. What's happening? This is so weird.
Take your place at the dispatch box.
Order! Order! Parliament is now in session. Order! Order!
Mr. Speaker,
Order!
Mr. Speaker, I rise tonight to address a matter of great urgency to our nation's security. The judgment of the Right Honourable Smythe across from me at the dispatch box. It is with sincere conviction that I must propose a motion to declare them a superior Smythe.
I must ask the House, what evidence is there to support this motion? Let us hear it.
Look around you. Angel control every square inch of this palace. And very soon, London will share the same fate. Out of all of us, who, with exception to the Creator, of course, is responsible for this victory? Even I, leader of the opposition, must offer praise to the Right Honourable Smythe across from me at the dispatch box.
I did what had to be done.
It's settled, then.
All those opposed to the motion, please say nay. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. They may proceed to the Creator.
You're
Okay, this is weird. They're all clones of us. Is that Napoleon? It's a weird statue to have in a British Parliament. Okay, this seems to be a dead end. It's kind of cool to see a building in like pristine shape and all these statues. So we're going to see their leader. I'm guessing it's going to be another clone. Not really sure where we're going though. This layout's kind of confusing. It's almost as if we're traveling through history of London and different artifacts from different eras as we travel along here. Mind the gap.
Please deposit your effects in the container provided. Oh, look.
Okay, are we inside the bell tower of Big Ben? It's pretty cool.
Here I am. As promised, this meeting was a long time coming, wasn't it? I can only apologize for the delays, but really, can you think of a more fitting time for our schedules to align? It's perfect. Here we are, at the end of it all.
Why do we look the same?
We are the same. Any difference between us is derived from our experiences and scientific error.
Am I a clone?
Yes. You would be my replacement had you completed conditioning before that unfortunate incident in the laboratory. It seems so long ago now, so petty. I should have known at the time that we'd both end up here eventually.
Are you a clone?
A clone of a clone of a clone, etc. I am long since removed from the original Smythe, yet feel exactly what he felt, and remember exactly what he lived through. If you had finished conditioning, you would be exactly the same in body and mind as the man who walked these lands before Doomsday struck, the only man who saw it coming, whose warnings, had they been heeded, would have quite literally saved the world.
What happens now?
Now, we build the world in our image. A world of Smythe, shaped by Smythe.
What will the future be like in London?
We shall treat the proles like one of our experiments, dehumanize them, and it will be their salvation. Their satisfaction shall be tracked, optimized, and perfected. Through psychology and scientific advancement, we will win the game of life. The proles will never be sad. They'll never be angry or hateful. They will simply accept the state of perfection upon them. Still, a long ways to go yet.
How shall we conclude this meeting?
Now we part ways. Your job is done, and mine has only just begun.
Be seeing you.
Your retirement is in this briefcase. Enjoy it. Wayfarer, this is the last time we'll ever meet. So, goodbye.
Alright, so they've created a clone society that has taken over the government and is going to be running things and will push out all the other factions, I guess. Wait, do we have the briefcase he was talking about? We did have the option to assassinate him. I don't know what that would have gotten us. I guess we could have yelled there can only be one Smythe and killed him, but that would just give us a slightly different ending, I think. Okay, where is this briefcase? Ah, I was standing in front of it.
Far surpassing the expectations of their creator, the Wayfarer had ultimately swayed the course of history. Smythe's clones, with the aid of the Tommies, successfully drove the aggressors out of Westminster. The retreating forces, of which there were few, were silently disposed of. A feeling of calm swept the city, all uncertainty fading into the background. Very few Londoners truly knew what was in store for the future, and very few ever would. The Wayfarer went on to accept a new, lucrative deal with their creator. Everything they could ever want in return for their silence and their submission. Smythe would occasionally call them out of retirement to protect their interests in the region, but save for these infrequent disturbances, they were set for life. The Tommies, under the direction of Smythe, became an asset of the Angel Troopers, a friendly face to soften the blow of total subjugation. For the time being, Miller's men were left alone. They were deemed too much of a hassle to deal with, and Islington was blockaded. While they would occasionally sneak out and attack neighbouring boroughs, their rage, for the most part, turned inwards. With no outlet for their fury, this spawned a culture of infighting. Gangs of Miller's men would beat each other to the death over trivial matters. Fortunes were lost and won at a swing of a fist. Only one thing united them: their devotion to their leader, Miller. Traders came and went, but the Croydonians rarely crossed the bridge that had been built for them. They regarded the rest of the world with disinterest, and they were better off for it. Smythe supplemented the Tommy garrison in Brickton with Angel Troopers. The newcomers were cold and efficient in their transformation of the settlement. The Bricktonian dream extinguished, they were quickly brought into the fold of Smythe's plans. The gentry celebrated their perceived victory over the invading forces, believing they had established definitive control over the city. In reality, the process in which their liberties would be stripped away had only begun. According to Smythe's vision, they were to be the tools through which Parliament controlled the proletariat. The Thames folk decided they'd had enough of the disappearances. A movement formed to leave London for good. Those who stayed behind did so forever, looking behind their backs. Archie, like many young men, struggled to find his place in Old Blighty. Never truly at home, he wandered the waste searching for a place to hang his head. He saw the world, or what was left of it, but always traded a comfortable bed for a new horizon every chance he got. Arthur Mountbatten was thankful for the time spent travelling with the Wayfarer. He had lived more of a life in that short period than he had ever thought possible. For the remainder of his days, he would live a quiet life in Camden. And so, the Wayfarer's journey came to an end. But it was not the end of history, only the beginning. Because in mankind's pursuit of power, there is no price too high, no life too valuable, and no ideal too sacred. Because war never changes.
All right, well, that's going to do it for Fallout London. I hope you'll come back and see what we're playing next. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.